We spend years preparing for MBA, but we don't even spend a few days researching about the specialization that we are going to pursue. Don't forget that this is the specialization in which you are going to work for the next 25, 30 years of your life. Isn't it worth some amount of research? Which specialization pays the best? Where do you get the best work-life balance? What are the myths associated with all this specialization? How to get into consultancy? How to get into investment banking? Which sector has the best earning potential over the number of years? How do we know about this?
अरे कहना क्या चाहते हो?
The best, the most sought after roles in a premier B school is consulting. What does a consultant do? It goes to a company and solves their problem. It can be a sales problem, it can be a marketing problem, it can be an operations problem, or a problem in strategy of the company in general. But let me tell you, on a good day, a consultant spends 14 hours working. On a bad day, it can be 18 hours. He or she might even need to work on Saturdays and Sundays. They need to travel. It seems like traveling is a good thing, right? But when you travel every single week, it is no longer a good thing. Check out IIM Ahmedabad's placement packages for consulting. But do remember that some of these numbers are little elevated because this is the maximum earning potential. You don't get all the money in your hand. Do check out my video on CTC and in-hand salary difference to understand a bit more. The first job that you get out of an MBA college after studying marketing is area sales manager. You can join a company like Unilever and become the area sales manager for a soap, let's say Dove. And then you might be in charge of the western region, let's say the whole of Maharashtra. So you will actually have a team of people and you need to work with them to complete a target of selling X amount of Dove in 1 month or in 1 quarter. Now, work-life balance wise, you can totally check out at 5 p.m. You need not even go to your base location because you are working out of places where your distributors are sitting. But at the end of the day, it is a high pressure job. So this is a complete myth that if you are very good in communications, if you like to talk and interact with people, you should do marketing. This is a myth. If you are good in negotiations, if you can take strong targets, if you are ready to travel to most rural places of India, and that gives you satisfaction, that is when you should take up marketing as a career. Only after you sell for a sufficient amount of time, you become a marketing person. But initially, you have to learn the skill of selling. People would say marketing is the highest paying specialization, so you should choose it. Here is a report from IIM Ahmedabad, and check out that marketing is actually the least paying specialization. Finance. This is one of the most sought after things in an MBA college, but the work-life balance is very bad. Similar to consulting, you also need to spend about 14 to 16 hours every day, and it can extend to Saturdays and Sundays. Check out the salary packages that investment banking firms give to people in IMA. I recently saw this figure in one of the newspapers that 50% of the people who are in investment banking and consulting leave their jobs in the first 5 years and they go to something like a product or some other job that is a little less taxing on their mind and body. So what does the investment banker do? And if there is a merger between two companies, An investment banking guy has to be there to understand what is the value of each of those companies. If there is a divestiture, that is a separation of the company, then again, of course, the examples that is always given is of Hrithik Roshan in Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, where he is a front-end investment consultant selling financial instrument to the rich HNI clients of that company. Next, again, is operations. Operations as a specialization is available in very few colleges. I think the best of them is NITI. You have it in SPJN. These would be people who are normally engineers, and the problems that they are trying to solve is, where do I place my warehouse if my retailers are here? How do I solve the biggest problems in a 10-minute delivery? What are the problems in the last mile of delivering food when I'm working in Swiggy? Where do I keep my inventory? How much inventory do I even buy to start with? So a salesperson has a target of selling X number. How do I ensure that we have enough material to manufacture that X, and how do I smoothen the process to ensure that the X that the marketing guy is selling actually reaches the end consumer? That's your operation guy. And finally, the most sought after thing in any college, you can check out the IIM Ahmedabad placement brochure, is product management. I am a product manager, and I would say that this is one of the most sought after, because both from the side of payment, salary, and from the work-life balance, it seems to be a well-balanced. You are expected to work around 8 to 10 hours every day. And if you are good in communication, if you understand the customer's pain point, if you can empathize with the customer, like what they actually want, and reduce this requirement into easily solvable parts, then this is another field for you to choose from. Let me give you some final disclosures. All the salaries that I have referenced are from IIM Ahmedabad, and you can easily find them from their website. If this same role, let's say a product manager role, is offered by the same company to some other college in the top 10, the salary will be different because of the number of ESOPs and the one-time joining bonus. This would be different for different colleges based on the negotiation power of the placement committee and the company. Second, if you go one level more down, that is to a tier 2 college, the role itself would change. So there would no longer be product manager. You would be employed for a program manager or a project manager. If it is marketing, you no longer will be employed for an area sales manager. You might be employed as an area sales executive, who in turn will report to an area sales manager. Lovely. So let me know in comments what is the next topic that you want me to elaborate. See you again in the next one.